Looking at this guy here who just came to Manchester United, who is perpetrating all these things, sending all these players away and asking for what he wants, and they are giving to them. There's one thing crazy, and I don't know, but I think it's a very big mistake for Rúben Amorim to sign for this club. I think it's a very big mistake for any guy to say, I want to sign for this club. This club needs to be, the problem with this club is at the root. It's not just about the players coming in there. And so if you come into Manchester United, just say, okay, maybe I'm going to play in once one of the biggest clubs. At least it was one of the biggest clubs. But for now, nothing. You're not even compared to any club. But we talk about the big clubs who existed, of course, it's Manchester United. I don't know if they have any plans of reviving it. So all these things, when Cristiano Ronaldo came in here and saw these things and then pick up the mic and then say what he saw that needs to be fixed in the club, and then people say, Cristiano Ronaldo is very unprofessional, he's saying things about Manchester United that is not true. And then, not up to a year later, we started seeing the proofs everywhere. Look at Manchester United ending the league in the 17th position. Look at Manchester United almost in the relegation zone, ending the league 15th position. Look at Manchester United, where the roof of Old Trafford is leaking, where you find mice around the pitch, and the kitchen is horrible, what they said, and then you're gonna say it's not true, but later on we start to see leakages and mice around the pitch. So this is simply what Cristiano Ronaldo said, and he is asking them, you need to fix and invest money to fix these issues, fixing these issues physically, and then paying the staffs, and then making the players happy, and then fixing the issue based on the owners, and then this club is going to start moving again. And they said, Cristiano Ronaldo is very unprofessional, he needs to leave the club, he's old, he cannot score goals anymore. But then the Cristiano Ronaldo left and went to Juventus and became a superstar in Juventus, and then left again, and now he's start changing the game. All right, so this is Rúben Amorim. He has asked André Onana to leave. He was my problem, he was the one causing all the goals, and he needs to leave the club so I can be able to play football. And then he left. And then Garnacho, I cannot use him, he's not part of my plan, he doesn't play my system, so he needs to leave. Marcus Rashford, I cannot use him, he cannot play my system, he's so selfish, he cannot pass the ball, he cannot track back, he needs to leave. And then he left. And then for Antony, okay, I don't want him back, he left. I don't want him back because I don't believe he can play my style. I have my changes, I have my way of play, and then I don't need him back right here. And then he left. And then for Jadon Sancho, he doesn't also know how to play my style, I cannot keep him in the club, and then he left. Okay, what do you want? Okay, I want Benjamin Sesko, they give it to you. Okay, I want Bryan Mbeumo, they give it to you. Okay, you've got Bruno Fernandes as well. You asking for Baleba, but still it's not going to help. Who is going to be your first goalkeeper? You picked some guys and put in the pool, and it's absolutely even worse than the André Onana. We accept that André Onana was making mistakes, but what is causing these mistakes to be done? How are you fixing your midfield, where the ball passes through the midfield and through the defense lines to go to the goalkeeper, for the goalkeeper to conceive 29 shots in a single football match is absolutely very, very bad. And so this is Rúben Amorim. Your fans are simply asking you now for results because you've asked for almost everything, and he's been given to you, and you've sent off almost every player that you want to send, and now we're looking up to you to give them results, to make the Manchester United great again. But then what do you have for us? Poor lineup, playing players off position, not well positioning the midfield, and the midfield seems like a joke, and all these things. It is crazy. All right, congratulations to Pep Guardiola, wearing as expected. He used Phil Foden, Haaland, and Doku to create the magic, defeating and shattering Manchester United in the game today. First of all, I'm going to start with Phil Foden. Thanks to the fact that he was, he recovered back from his injury and he could start today. He was recovering. We couldn't expect him to start the game today, and it was a very, very bad one for Pep Guardiola if he couldn't start. And this Phil Foden and Haaland are kind of best collaboration compared to Haaland and Doku, because Phil Foden doesn't keep the ball that much long, and then the chance is greater as well. But let's talk about Doku right here. Today, Doku was something different. He was burning like fire, Look at the first goal where he gave the assist to Phil Foden. Look at the way he deceived the defenders to go left, and then he went right. Doku was very, very good today. And then let's talk about Haaland. right now, I think this should be the world best strikers. Right now, this Haaland should be the world best striker, because if you're gonna have this guy in your team with 2 people who can play with him, and then there's no excuse for you topping any in the league below the 3rd position. Haaland here is something very, very incredible. I mean, this is a very good finisher. If you're gonna got a good pair of him, he's gonna be something so dangerous. So Haaland, I think, is gonna be the Golden Boot winner this season. If Mohamed Salah, Hugo Ekitike, and all those players who are working, they don't work hard, Haaland is gonna be there. So far, so many goals, 5 goals in the international break, and coming back again today with a brace is something very, very good for Erling Haaland. And then here again, we see these 3 guys, Oscar Bob coming in and doing the best, and then Bernardo Silva right here was so much incredible today. I love the way he played, and of course he was so instrumental. I mean, giving the assist as well. I love the chances he created, and then Rangers as well. But I love when Oscar Bobs came in, and then there's a lot of changes that he made. And of course, all these players very well, they turn up today and make sure that the Pep Guardiola could smile again today. Erling Haaland doing great job. Jeremy Doku as well, doing the masterclass football, and of course Phil Foden with the creativeness in the pitch made them to grab their 3 points today. Believing that they're going to continue like so as the upcoming matches are coming. So we're going to see here Bernardo Silva turn it up today as well, and Oscar Bob coming in to make a lot of changes and impact as well as Wayne does. If you're just joining us, we want you to please subscribe to our channel. We're going to be bringing to you more football news around the world. Thank you. See you in our next video.